Okay, you could have guessed today is Valentine's Day, and although I don't celebrate it, I don't believe in it. I don't celebrate it. I just kind of it just kind of sucks that I can't spend that time in general with someone that means something to me. That's actually the reason why I want to make the video is just to talk about it, just to spit it out. Like it sucks that I don't have a Valentine person, woman to spend with, and it's just another year of all those years without any Valentine to be mine, to claim to be mine. And it just sucks. I mean, I don't know why I was thinking about it today. It just hit me. I was like, it would have been nice to have been able to spend the evening with someone I really cared dearly for. And many people would say, yeah, but it doesn't matter what day of the year, every day should be Valentine's Day if you're talking about your loved one, your partner, your second half. Yeah, true. It's true. I believe that too. But just seeing all those hearts everywhere and heart shaped candy and pink and red and restaurants fully booked and these Valentine deals at the store, and it's overly saturated, and it just got to me today really, and I don't know, it just mentally blew me away, I think. And I don't even have a date this weekend, so that makes it kind of worse. That kind of makes it a little bit worse, I think, mentally again. But I also had someone cancel on me as well because they wanted to be alone. And it just reminded me it's always the time of year, whether it's the Christmas period, whether it's Valentine's Day, where there is talk of people coming together, loved ones coming together, people sharing the love and friendship and, bonding over whatever yearly festivity. It always includes multiple people, and well, if you're alone, then there is no others. You see it, but you're not part of it, and that during such time does hit hard. And I do think that it's just a mental thing. I'll admit that, but you do feel it. It's like people just rub it in your face, and then you're like, yeah, but not everybody is that lucky or that blessed, or not everybody has that opportunity. Like I don't, like how long has it been since I've been able to, you know, have a Valentine just to begin with, even if you don't believe in it. It's just, it's something that's also engraved here culturally as well. And people will show off, people will let you know thousands of times. And I got reminded today, not only by looking around, but also by listening to other people. And I know I'm not alone. Maybe, you're in the same situation as I am, and you're like, okay, I'm home, I got off work, just ate, I showered, I washed myself, I cleansed myself, and I'm like, okay, what can I do to at least cope? It's like, okay, I got this. I mean, I got two of them. The other one is in the kitchen, but I've got two of one. I got two semi-cold Corona Zero. Zero is no alcohol in it because I don't drink. My fifth month of being sober, but I kind of felt like a special drink. But I just felt like a special drink. But now I got two, but I can't share them, and that's the sucking part. That's the part where I'm like, I would have loved to lay back in the sofa and chill and like be intimate and hug with a woman. You know what I mean? Like just some, I don't know, some companionship, I guess. And okay, maybe it sounds desperate, or maybe it sounds needy or selfish, but it's just that reminder, and that makes it worse because you're like, okay, when is it gonna happen for me? Am I gonna be able to do that maybe at some point in time, or am I just gonna be me, the drink, the cats, you guys, and you know, I don't know. I question myself sometimes. Do I deserve it? Am I allowed to experience it at least once? I mean, the only moment in time I remember Valentine's Day, and that was also bad, was during high school. It also sucked. I think I never had a Valentine. So basically, a repeat moment right here. But I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not gonna game all night. I'm not gonna actually drink, and I'm not gonna do stupid stuff because that's not gonna help me feel less lonely on Valentine's Day. And I know I'm not alone, and that kind of also is a good reminder that at least, for anybody that doesn't celebrate it or doesn't have someone to celebrate it with, we kind of got each other, I think, right? I mean, it's better than nothing. So, at least the community, the people that are watching, they know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm going through. At least that's how I feel. That's how it feels. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making this video right now. But I mean, even the woman I'm talking to right now, like out of all 12, there is at least one that daily reaches out and wants to communicate. And even if it's offline, I'm seeing her the 23rd anyways. And then she's going to visit my city, and I'm gonna treat her on dinner, at dinner, and yeah, I mean, just gonna make the best out of it. But the thing is that I don't really think that she cares that much either. I mean, she said like, "Oh, I'm also alone on Valentine's Day," but it's not like, "Oh, do you want to be my Valentine?" Or let's be each other's Valentine then for the sake of it. That wasn't the case, and I'm like, kind of just feels like another platonic friendship right here. Again, like I mentioned, I'm good to act as a therapist. I'm good to be crying shoulder, leaning shoulder, moral support, emotional support, all these things that a guy doesn't want to be if he really wants to be serious. And these things never seem to change, even on Valentine's Day. You're still gonna be someone's support system or therapist, and I'm kind of fed up with that. I personally think if they want me to be that, they gotta pay me actually for my services, because I've done it for free all those years, and what type of gratitude do I get? Nothing. They can't even show respect for the time you invest, and I'm kind of fed up with it. I was thinking to myself, like, why am I even spending time or investing time, even on Valentine's Day, even just mentally thinking about these people, if they don't want a relationship and they want to remain single, then there is no point in wanting to pursue. And it's better for me just to put it aside and just be like, you know what, good luck with your single life. And there is one thing that I should have paid more attention to, and yeah, hardy whore, I remember on Valentine's Day, coincidence, is that the women that I went on a date with, I'm not gonna say the first, but the last ones, they all were pretty iffy if it came to uncertain, unsure about themselves, if it comes to commitment, partnership, full-time relationship, and children, and all that stuff. The traditional direction route. And yeah, I should have just paid more attention to it, because that was already an indicator that these people are not they're not they're not going to change anytime soon. They're not going to change their mind, or something drastic has to happen to them, and then they might meet someone all of a sudden they do want to do it with. And I just realized myself, I realized it today. I was like, why did I even, why did I even not think about that they were iffy about that stuff that is important to me. That's the thing I want to pursue and establish with another person that's on the same level. And I should have focused more on that part if I wanted some results. And that's probably also the reason why I'm single, lonely, alone here in my abode by myself with the cats, of course. But I mean, no other people, no other humans, no woman, not even one. And that really just made me think like I should have focused more on that. Women that are actually interested in establishing, creating this thing that should come naturally in life and in relationships when you start out. These things belong, these things should be, and there is nothing wrong with that. But it seems that more and more don't want it, and that also spoils Valentine's Day even more thinking about it. But again, everybody is free to decide for themselves if they're made for that type of lifestyle. I would never expect or force or push someone in that position if they don't want to be. And I think it's better for me to let those people go and just, leave them in peace, respect the choice that they want to remain single forever and ever more, and focus on that what matters the most, and compare it, match it with someone that's on the same level, so I don't have to feel like I'm chasing tail, or I'm chasing a dream or an illusion, or I'm running after someone that really doesn't care, because it has to be meeting each other halfway, and Valentine's Day or not, it's a good reminder, and this day reminded me of what to be more focused on, and then most likely there is going to be a better result that might come out of it, without pressuring or without high expectations, just understanding what both parties find important in a future relationship. And if both match and equal each other on that level, and both agree, both can try it out. And who knows? But that's only if there is a willingness, and there is honesty, and there is mutual respect and understanding, and both parties want to spend time together, to try to take those steps, to try to accomplish it, to try to form it, even if it's in its beginnings phase. The willingness, the readiness, the maturity, the availability, that's what really matters. And thanks Valentine's Day to remind me of looking at that and focusing on that, and at least talking about that to understand. And that's really nice. I mean, at least that's one positive out of the other negatives I summed up. But I'm gonna definitely have that drink, and it's just a symbolic drink. It's just a symbolic drink. It's not something to be taken literal. I hope I'm not gonna spill all over the place. Just give me a second. Doesn't want to open. It does smell like an original one, but it kind of looks like someone peed in the bottle. That's the only thing. It looked like pee, like someone literally peed in it. I was like, do I want to drink that? But it smells like an original one. Well, cheers to loneliness, isolation, solitude, semi-depression, and another year of zero Valentine experience, or zero Valentine in my life, or another just terrible year of Valentine's Day. Well, that's how it should look like a relationship, half full, not half empty. Yeah, it's nice. It's a good. I like the flavor. It's very pleasant, and it's something I would drink more on a summer's day. But you know what? Let's pretend that sunshine is in my heart, and let's not pretend it's raining inside because it's not gonna get me anywhere. But you know the positive thing before I end it that I want to share on the end note is that at least there are still four more women that are willing to date me, and for whatever weird reason, I'm getting the feeling, at least the sensation, that at least one is going to be on the same level if it comes to wanting to establish a family, household, and have children and follow that traditional route. But it's still going to take time getting to know the person, what is perfectly fine. I fully agree on that. I'm getting that impression. There is one in line that's definitely going to be a keeper if we match, if we really match, if we're compatible, of course. It's not just what we want out of life and want to share with another person, it's also the matching part, personality wise. Secondly, the other half of women, besides this one that I just mentioned, they're older. They're a couple of years older than me. So that means that hopefully, or most likely, they're not going to be playing mind games or playing around because they do, well, I assume they do value their time more since they're older. A woman in her late 20s or a woman in her mid late 30s, different story, different mindset. And I think if they also want children, because I did notice it, they know that once you reach mid 30s, fertility rates half. This is scientifically proven. And so they're going to be more serious if it comes to looking for a potential future partner, a candidate. So at least that's on my side, and that's going to be a little bit of leverage. What makes it interesting because conversations are going to be different, or at least if it comes to what really matters within this in 5 years. So I think we're going to round it up, and I did enjoy the quality time. I wanted to do it because I just felt like it's just me here alone again. You know, no, nothing different. And once this month ends, it's my final 3 months, and I'm really having a love-hate relationship with what's going on in my life. But I feel that I don't have any choice. It's either that or nothing. And I want to be successful in my own way, and I want to share it with the community and with other people. Because what is success if you keep it to yourself? You should be able to share with other people because it's people that make you the person you are today. And that's something I value the most out of life. Technically, you don't do anything alone by yourself because constantly you're connected and you do, I forgot, you're influenced by your surroundings even if you don't want to. It does happen, and I always hope that it's always positive rather than negative, but sometimes the negative will hit, but being in contact with the negative can actually help you see the positive, and that's the thing that takes time, and it's a gift. It's like a talent. So I'm gonna end it with another sip, and well, it wasn't that bad, was it? It wasn't that bad at all.